Well, it looks like EA may have redeemed themselves at least slightly with the FIFA game on the Switch, because a lot of people have been concerned with the trailer that came out where it said it's not going to use Frostbite engine, it's not going to have the journey, the single player kind of story mode that's built in now. It's not going to have that. So people started getting worried that it was going to be a bare bones EA game. I know I was worried that EA was just going to make a half-hearted attempt at FIFA on the Switch and then kind of move along, because they don't seem to show a lot of interest in that system right now. And there might be a couple of reasons for that, but let's take a look at what happened, because we did get a press release that came out that told us at least a good bit about the Switch version that we didn't know before. So the press release they put out kind of talks about all the different features of the new FIFA game on the Switch, which includes things like FIFA Ultimate Team that I think a lot of people were worried would not be there, and then all the online modes, as well as a season kind of career mode that you can play through as well. Basically stuff that everyone was used to before this this journey story mode has started up. Basically, if you're used to how the older FIFAs were, you're going to be happy playing the new FIFA on the Switch, because it sounds like it's going to be everything on that older Ignite engine, with physically based rendering being a part of it, which is something that I think a lot of people weren't sure of that actually being there, but it's cool because this is going to be attached to player models, what they say specifically, so things like light will interact correctly, whether it's shadows or the way it reflects from their faces or the way shadows and stuff with light work across a player's body or face. That is all working fine, which is interesting because that means that they've actually put some time into the Switch version to incorporate something like that. Because, of course, they could have kind of done a throwaway effort with that, but it seems like they're actually trying to put some time into this. Now, they're also going to offer, like I said, all the old modes that you're used to with online play, tournaments, and they're even going to add local gameplay as well, where you and another person can play through a season together locally, with two different Switches, for example, kind of communicating wirelessly, which is great. They're also going to take advantage of the Switch features with single Joy-Con play, or you can do a Pro Controller and Joy-Con play. Basically, you could do people on the same screen with different control schemes. I think the single Joy-Con, while not ideal, obviously, is at least an option you can do if you take it over to a friend's house and you guys are sitting there and you're like, well, let's play some FIFA. Let me pop this controller out and we'll do that. I think that's great that they are incorporating that. I think a lot of us expected it. Something I think a lot of people were really on the fence about, what they were going to do graphically. Now, there is a screenshot floating around with this PR statement that I think a lot of sites are just putting up. It's not representative of what the system is going to show in terms of graphics. Here's the image here that I'm talking about. People are freaking out saying it looks really bad, but that's not an actual image. That's an overlaid image of FIFA. Here is what the game looks like. This is from US Gamer. They took a picture of the game in motion off screen because that's really the only way they could get it at the time in handheld mode, and it looks like you would expect with FIFA. So it's still going to look pretty good in handheld mode as well, which is great. And not only that, they have come out and said it will be full 1080p when docked and drop down to the standard 720p like most of us expect with that screen resolution when in handheld mode. So it sounds like they have checked everything across the board except for the Journey and Frostbite. It is still missing modes. Obviously, the Journey is a mode that some people will be sad about or disappointed in not being there, but I think a lot of people play the Journey, they play through it as like a story mode, and then they don't play through it multiple times. They then move on to FIFA Online or Ultimate Team. Basically, they're just different modes that people have played forever. Now, I don't know how much the Frostbite engine will impact like esports or professional gaming or anything. I don't know if it will feel different going from, say, Frostbite to the older engine. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not really into FIFA to the point where I am, trying to figure out the feel of the characters, timing, all that stuff like some of the professional gamers do. So that still remains to be seen. And trust me, I'm sure we'll see a ton of comparison videos between the Switch version, the PS4 version, the Scorpio version, Digital Foundry. They'll all do this stuff like crazy. So I would expect to see these comparisons, but I have to say right now I am optimistic with what they have presented in this PR statement. I wish they had sent it out a while ago because people have been freaking out about this for a while, ever since they didn't even name it FIFA 18 to begin with. So the information's there. Like I said, it's the same FIFA game from what you can tell across the board if you're used to, say, FIFA 15, for example, something like that. Not saying that this is, an older one, but keep in mind it's using the older engine, but it still has all the same modes, including Ultimate Team. It's just missing the Journey. So if you're not a big fan of the Journey and you wanted to get a portable version of it, there you go. It's FIFA. And yeah, guys, that's going to do it for now. This is just part of the E3 coverage that I'm doing. So make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for more E3 updates as we go along. I'll see you guys then.